Yeah, okay, so I'm back. Hey, Robert, once again. Okay, in this video, I will be covering how to create your Facebook ad for a sales campaign objective. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started. You should be able to see my pointer on screen. Okay, first off, I just want to say a few things here first. It's always, there's a way to create ads super easy. Just hit duplicate, and I'll show you that in 1 second. We're going to get to that in 1 minute. But in my case, I'm trying to do a complete blank ad. So I need to put a tick in my ad set so it knows that we're using that ad set. Then I'll go to ads. But if you guys were just flying through this like I normally do, you can just click duplicate, duplicate, duplicate where you see me pointing. But in my case, since we already chose the ad set, or else it's going to keep bugging me and tell me to create one. So I'm going to hit create, and it's going to know that that's the campaign name. It's pulling from existing ad set, and we're just going to hit continue and fly through this really fast. There's not much to it. I just want to kind of teach you guys, for the people who are new, what your viewing screen is. The platform here, this is just a big, huge navigation up and down. If you click through these, you will get to your ad sets and ads and just pretty much anything you want. Anything that you've done, just learn how to click around. This is the middle one is all your copy, where stuff goes, where everything is going that we're building. Right here is your error code section, and then you just can watch what's going on here. And this is your preview pane right here where you see me pointing. And these are all the buttons to preview everything. This should come on as soon as we start dropping things in. So let's go ahead and look at the copy that we're working with. This is all of it from there, the bottom where you see me lit up, and right there. So we're going to go ahead and copy this and drop it right in. And what I'm going to do is, to make sure this video doesn't go too long, let's just drop everything in right now. We're going to go to primary text, and we're going to drop in everything as we are set up here to do. And it should be pretty easy. So we're going to drop that in. Just give me a second. Let me just drop this in. I'll be right with you guys. But you can see what I'm doing. And that's all you have to do. So you should do this too. Have everything ready to go. Copy it like on Notepad like I just did. And description. I'll show you how to really get crazy with this and use the AI generator as well. It's got its own stuff built in. I'll show you 1 second. And they made it pretty easy for us. We really don't have to do much when we're creating ads. Let me just make sure I'm not messing anything up here. Okay. All right, so that's pretty much everything that I am. Oh, I forgot one thing here. And that's this one. That's in the wrong spot though on my little notepad. It should be in the middle almost, but it's okay. All right, and that's the most important one there. Okay, so we got pretty much everything in there. We're going to scroll up to the top now and talk about why we do what we do. Okay, so first off, when in your ads or ad sets or campaigns, I am always very picky on the name. It doesn't have to say new. We can get rid of that. That doesn't mean anything. So it's a sales ad for selling courses online, purchase page, and it means hook 17 and today's date. So that means, that tells me I'm running from a sales campaign. It's either going to be sales or leads. That's all I run. And that I'm using number hook 17, the video that I'm using. I do all video ads. I don't do any. I do some image ads. Image ads still work good. You should always test both. Okay, but it seems like I run a lot more video ads. But I still use image ads also, but whichever way. So it's always good to do both. Make sure this little button's on preview. Mine came on. It's usually by default on. Okay, so it's already chosen my Facebook page, Instagram account. I don't have to do anything. So watch how fast we fly through this now. Just keep your eye on what I'm doing. I already put everything in there. Partnerships off. We're going to scroll down. The ad set, I went a little bit too fast. The ad set, we can see that it's on create ad, manual upload. I'm not doing anything here. If you don't see me touching anything, I'm not doing anything. Okay, to leave it on sale, image, or video, it should be by default. I'm going to take the tick out of here. We don't need Facebook to do the multi-advertiser ad thing. And this does not need to be in there, or it's going to grab all my page links. So if you drop your URL in there, it's going to grab all your links. I don't need it to do that, so I just take it out. And right here, you can see that we have add creative. Here it is here. So I'm going to drop in my video now, add video. Super easy to do. I know I want hook 17. I'm going to fly through this, and then you'll see why. Because I need to go back and edit. Next, done. And then let it load for a second. Go back right here where you just were. Click edit video, and then hit thumbnail right away. And what we're going to do is click manual, and then you'll see here is what's going on. You can see that it's chosen this one. The one that's working by default has a little blue window and a tick mark in there. Okay, so let me talk about this fairly quick. This is really important. This is where a lot of people mess up when they run ads. They always forget to put their thumbnail in or change the default one. There's so many cool images from the video that it's already captured that I don't even need a thumbnail. This one would work good. This one would work good. And even the big blurry one that I just saw. This one with me blurry because it clears up as soon as it starts playing. But this is really cool. That's just amazing, right? I know those would work good because I know this product and I know the way these ads work because I do them all the time. But if you wanted your own thumbnail, you can do that too. So always test both. In this case, I would probably run ads because I really like the thumbnails that they've just are showing me here. I know these would probably do better than any thumbnail that I use. But if I wanted to put a thumbnail in, you can see there's one here. It's going to be the 1280 by 720. These are Instagram 1080 by 1080. Use the one that I use on YouTube. That's a YouTube thumbnails as well. 1280 by 1280. And you can see that it's going to have the blue rounded again. Hit save, and then you're all set and done. Give it a second. Don't touch anything. Give it a second to load so it continues to change them all. This one will change too in a second. Don't worry. Okay, so normally when you guys first come in here, your primary text, you're going to get an AI option. I'm not getting that because I'm full. What I mean by that, I've ran too many ads. When you run a lot of ads, it's completely full and it holds them for you, which I'll show you in a second. But this is AI generated as well. It says right there, you can see the AI. So I'm going to show you that. It's going to let you rotate all of these. I just want to show you that. And then you can add more over here too as well. So let's start filling up our generated AI. You can see 1 of 5. Really cool. So what we're going to do is, what I said by it's holding everything, if I click here, it's going to give me the box, right there. Just click here and it says use what you've already had. And I know it's these, it's all of these. See, I've had all of these because I'm constantly running ads. These are the real ads that I basically run. I'm not like hiding anything from you. So we're going to drop that in. All I do is I read what it says, and it usually is right on exactly what I'm doing. If it doesn't make sense, I'll change it, because what's happening here, it's grabbing the most optimized AI text and copy that it thinks people will basically gravitate to and just like. So really leave it. I try to usually put the emojis in the front and maybe one in the back or maybe one in the middle or something, and just really cool to make it pop. Okay, so we're going to add another one and we're going to click here. You can see, well, actually I got to click here. We were on the first one, we're on number 2, and it's already saved to my mouse. And we're going to go here, Control V, that's all I'm doing. Add another one. Let's load them up fairly quick. We're going to go ahead and go, whoops, to previously used. That was 2, so we're going to go 3. You can see how easy this is. And I'll give me some room. And we're going to do 1 more, or 2 more. And click here. And basically, when it gets stuck like that, hold on 1 second. How many we got? 1, 2, 3. Sometimes when you film, it just gets a little bit stuck. So we're going to go here, previously used. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, that one. Now hit it again. There's my box. Sometimes it has like a little glitch. So we do, let's see where we're at. I believe that's 4, right? No, it's 5. Okay. So here we go. If you put the same text in, it's going to warn you. Sometimes I do that because I do it so fast. Okay, one thing about me, I do love the emojis because it does make it stand out. And you can see how we have all that. Just go ahead and read them to make sure like it does say what it needs to. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think. To make sure that it just matches your ad copy that you normally created in the first one. Not matches, but it's just making sure that it's reading. Because what it does is it reads your landing page, everything. And you want to make sure that it's basically building what you wanted to build. I want blank on the word that I need, sorry. And that's basically what you want to do. Put the emojis where you need to put them, and then you're all set and done. You can see that how we have that here. Now, on the headline, you can see that we have another one for the headline here. So we can click a headline here and put, so we got sell your course in 3 days. Start selling your course. And now, and we're going to do that. And I'll do this like this. And I'll put that right there. We got that one. One more. I'll just do this one. Let's book a call. And then we'll do this one like this. And let's do another one. Why not? Okay, and we'll do that. And we'll give it the money bag. Okay, you can see how I did that. You can add more if you want. So we'll just do, might as well just load it up, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's see. To capitals. Ooh, come on, give me the C-U-R-S-E. All right. And we're going to go with the check mark. All right. So now we got 5 of 5. Okay, so now we're going to come over here. Okay, so as you can see here, what's going on here, what I normally do is I just correct them like this, and I just give it the emoji. Remember, all we're doing is put in the emojis. If you don't like what it says, like like I said again, change it as long as it corresponds with your ad. Maybe that's the word I was looking for. Create and sell fast. This one here is basically the same as that one. Create and sell fast. Create and sell fast. That's strange. Okay, I don't know why it has 2 in there. All right. Let's see. So we're gonna do sell your course now. Okay, so just like that. Now what you can do is hit generate more, and then it should go right. But I think when you film, it gets a little bit confused, and I can see that it's going to kind of bog down a little bit. So let's see what it's doing. Sometimes it creates them all. Did it create the same ones? Let's see. Those are the headlines. Create course creator pro. So yeah, but it wipes out my emojis every time. So I'll just do it one last time and leave it. Okay, just so you guys get the idea. Okay, so create sell. Put the money bag. And we'll do the green one. Things that pop. You always want things that pop. So we're okay here. Now just make sure you put a tick here on the top one where it's going to use them all. And then keep an eye on this. This keeps changing. It's going to get better and better. Okay, so the description. I know this takes a while, but you want to do the same thing on your description. Book a call. call, so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go build your core. You don't want to go too long either on these. And we'll do the tick mark. Okay, we're gonna go. Alright. I already used a tick mark. We'll do this one. It's okay if you use the same one, but try not to. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna throw in the money bag. Okay, as long as they pop. So we got 5 of 5. Okay. Now, one thing here that I wish they would change, because I'm kind of picky, but I wish they would put this on rotation like YouTube does, but they do not. So if you have a product like mine, I could easily use basically book now, get offer. I mean, there's many more than just learn now. A lot of people get stuck on learn more. I want you guys to know that you can change this around and run every time you run. If you have if you're rotating ads, which I normally don't do, I usually do one ad set per ad. Each ad set controls its own ad. That's why I do it like that, because I usually have different audiences as well. So I do a lot of tricky stuff, but not to confuse you. I mean, listen now. It just depends if you want to use that one. But some of the ones that I use will be watch more, learn now, download now, all that, because I do have products that are downloadable as well. Let me go ahead and look at something here. I'm going to scroll down to make sure we got everything that's good. See this advantage creative? I don't like this. You see how it says it's turned on, and it automatically will turn it on. A lot of people don't know about it. So if you read about it, it's basically going to change your ad, tailor your ad for person viewing, so it's automatically optimize your creative. This can help, blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to do is click edit, and it should be off. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like it is off. Let me see. So right now it's showing on. Hold on 1 second. She needs to go off. There we go. Okay, let's see if it went off this time. Well, when you're filming, things get stuck and they kind of just bug out. I think we're okay. I got to turn a few things back on. That's one of the things you have to notice when you guys are doing this. Advantage in creative. Okay, let's see, make sure. This one, I'll get to that in a second. I just don't want to go too fast. Okay, I want to go back here and show you something, because I know you guys will run into this and then be like, wait a minute, I thought you said blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but just watch. Let me get back to here. See how it says try it out? So that's where I just was, right? So it's not on. If I hit try it out, what happens is they were on. If you look last time, they were on over here. And then you're like, how do I turn them on? If you click here, they're going to be on. So you could try it if you think it's going to help you. I hate to discourage some people. Like it. It's a visual, touch-ups and stuff. Add a video filter. It does little things, and you can turn it off if you want. So it's on now. You would hit save. So I guess I'll show you how to turn it on and off. It's on, right? But let's say you wanted to turn it off. There is no off button, right? So you have to come over here, keep your eye on these. You can either go here and just turn them off individually, or turn it back on and then just click this one and then hit save, and that's another way to turn them off. and then you could say try it out. But you know what I'm going to do? Even though this is just a test ad, we'll leave them on. Sometimes that's why I say a lot of testing is always good. Leave them on. You'll go back and go, you know what? I left that on by accident and it was working good. Just leave it on. Facebook knows what it's doing. Basically, most of the time, they don't try to waste our money too bad on some things. So I'm not gonna say anything bad about them. They've changed a lot of things that they do. Okay, so our destination is very important, and I'm going to get into that fairly quick now. I know I'm going kind of slow on this now, but I just don't want you guys to make the same mistake that I've done in the past. I have come in here and by accident put my wrong landing page in. I actually put a thank you page in, thank you for purchase. And what happened was, I'll tell you the story, is I watch my live analytics every night usually. It's usually in the day and night. When I'm not doing anything, I'll have it on live. I got a couple screens here. One is always on live. So anytime, even if I'm not running ads, I like to see who's landing on what pages. And I kept seeing, why is everybody landing on thank you for purchase? They're not purchasing. I'm not getting deals. I'm not getting the conversion. I'm not getting the, well, basically I was looking for the checkout page. And I don't see that my payment processor is going through. So I know something's weird. How are people getting to my thank you for purchase page? Nobody can see that unless they purchase. Well, what happened was I dropped it in here by accident. It was stuck in my mouse because I fly through so many things. I was probably setting up a conversion. It's stuck in my mouse because that's where I usually put it. And, that's what the mistake was. So make sure that after you hit publish, go back and double check it and make sure that you do have the correct landing page. So important. You can lose a lot of money. Okay, make sure you fix this too. I saw this earlier, but I wanted you guys to see it. We're not doing a call ad. Just click none and you'll see that disappear. And then your ad changes as well. Okay, we're not doing any of this, okay? So we're just doing none. Okay, so event details, we're not doing that. Title, we're not doing any of that. Language is off. And the tracking is already set, my pixel, all that. Not doing anything there. And you can see that. So that's pretty much everything on it. So what you have to do though is go back over here and make sure that these are using all of them. You see how you did all this earlier? You fixed them, you put your emojis in. But if you wanted to use all of these, and somehow or another, it went back to text-generated AI 2 only. We had a whole bunch in there, if I believe. So I'm going to click here. So it should grab them all. But for some reason, what happened to my other ones? You see what I mean? Sometimes things bug out. So I'm going to click it again, and see if it has them here. Generate another one. And I'm watching this here, 2 of 3. So you'll notice that, and there, and it should go to 5. And sometimes it bugs out, and sometimes it works perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it. It just wants to do its own little thing there. Probably because I've been filming too much and I keep going in and out of there, so it's getting totally confused, and it probably thinks this person doesn't know what the heck he's doing. So we're going to leave it on here. As long as it's got 3 in there, it's good enough for me. If I was actually running an ad, I'm fine with that. But I do want it to rotate. So if you want it to rotate, you need to put that tick in there. Apply all text variations. Very important. Okay, over here we got all these. Here you can see it. And that's keeping track of what I've done over here. I just wanted to show you. The 10 of 5 stands for this up here. So there's a whole bunch that are inside the system, and I know how to get to those when I was making those as well. So you can see that there. So I don't want to confuse you, but don't worry. Okay, so right here we have the headlines. We can see these are all in there. You don't have to do anything there. These only has a tick here. So if that's not in, then it's not going to take it. So you got to put the tick in there. I'm surprised it didn't wipe out my emojis this time. It usually does when I'm filming these. And then your description, same thing here. We're all set, ready to go here. I'm checking everything. And labels, I'm not doing anything. I'm ready to go. So you can see that I pretty much have everything. That's how you set up an ad. Pretty much, I would say, not to fail. It's really going to go good. And then you just hit publish. If I hit publish, I guess I could, and show you what it's going to do. And see if we have any error codes or anything. Usually it'll throw them up if there's anything wrong, but I know it's not, because I know when I'm building an error on purpose to show you, but I didn't do it this time. There's no reason. But what I do want to show you here, I think I went over this earlier here, is your preview windows here. You can see that we look really good here. And there's your Instagram. I know a lot of you are like, change the Instagram to the image. You can't do that. For some reason, it might be a glitch in our system, but it gives you the option to actually do it. Edit placement, and you can drop your thumbnail in there, but it doesn't change. Hasn't been changing for a while. The only way I know how to change an Instagram thumbnail is to go actually to Instagram. If you're running an ad specifically for Instagram and you're running inside Facebook for the smaller size, the mobile size, what is that, 19.6, right? Or did I get it wrong? You know, the size of the mobile, that one. And then you only have one thumbnail. You're not going to be using this one. Then that ad's going to be having the same thumbnail throughout the whole entire process. But it's fine, because this is the big video anyhow. It shrunk it down. It does a really good job of shrinking everything down. So it still looks good on Instagram. You know, perfect. Here's all your preview windows. You want to turn them off and on, you can. If I click here, it'll slow down the video. You can do your feeds here. See where I'm hovering over, and this will let you preview on all sharing options like your Facebook and Instagram. You can go in and view everything. You can actually play the videos here. It's really cool as well. Just hit play. You can, like, if you're trying to say like, what video was that I put in there, which hook, you can basically watch it here. You can't click to watch more unless you preview it here. If you preview it here and it goes straight to your actual landing page, like if it's Facebook, you can preview it on your own profile. Then you'll be able to click the watch more button and do anything you want. But that's how you create it. Your ad really needs to look nice like that. After you hit publish, I always go back now, ever since I made that mistake, and I make sure that I'm okay right here. Destinations, very important, because that's where the watch more is going. You want to make sure that you got the right URL in there, and then you can go back in here and see what Facebook actually saved. Did it save this tick? Yes, it did. That means it's going to spin these around. It's going to put these on rotation. And keep in mind, I think I said that earlier, if you don't like what it says in one, just take out the text and rewrite the text, because it's AI generated. You see the AI, and if you hover over it, you can see what it's telling you. So they're all AI. This one was not. These you have to do by hand. Oh wait, hold on a second. No, I do these so much it doesn't let me use them sometime. Like this one's spelled wrong. I can see that where you are, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to throw this one away anyhow. But this one is your AI generated one. Put your tick here. Let me see. And these here, that's your primary text. We got them all in there. Text generated ones. Just make sure you're running your emojis. Let me see if I'm missing anything. You don't need anything here. Again, I don't know if I said that earlier. It's just going to grab your site links. Leave that blank. And you can see everything that I've done, right? You guys know, right? I'm not missing anything. Yeah, these are the only ones that we did by hand. You guys remember me doing these here. Even though you can generate them there, just clicking the button. Sometimes if you don't like them, don't. You know, if I don't like this, I do not like these text variations. I mean, I don't use that. You know, it's like just telling them you don't like it, whatever. But yeah, I just want you guys to see all the buttons here. It's where I'm scrolling up and down, what I've turned on, what I've turned off, or what this is on. Remember, I went over that. Test this, because I've left it on by accident, and then I saw on some of them I got a couple sales, actually quite a few. So that we ran a big campaign. I think we spent $3,000, something like that, and it got a bunch of sales. But It's just, you have to go back and look at everything that you left on, because if something's working, don't try to tweak too many things out again when you create another ad. You want to keep it the same. Okay, that's how you scale up. You make sure that if you're trying to test different variations of ad, don't change something that was working so good. Just leave it. Okay, but that's how you do it. And always, if you change any little thing, it's going to tell you to republish. Okay, so that's everything. I did not make a mistake. Usually when I film these videos, I'll accidentally leave something out. I double check my work over and over. This time everything's completely perfect. That's what your ad should look like. A beautiful thumbnail, or remember, you chose something that really looked awesome from the preview panes that it was giving you. Then you're ready to go. You got your emojis in, your titles, your headline. Remember, I just want to say one last thing. When you're creating little ads, consider these like a big landing page. Like when I do landing pages, I'm sure you've heard every professional marketer always tell you, make sure you're getting your message out correctly. The landing page should consist of how you're helping somebody, how you're fixing the problem, why would they want your product, and what's the end goal? What are they getting out of it right away? And basically is what we're doing here. We're telling them what's going on, these 3 lines here, and this is the end goal, kind of, right? Sell your course in 3 days. It could be build your course in 3 days. It can be whatever. So you test different things. So whatever product you guys have, that would be it. You want somebody to look at your ad when they're scrolling on their phone and say, you know what, this is interesting, and then they will click it. So that's how it works. Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed this and start building your ads the way I do. And if you have any questions, go ahead and always leave it on the support link or contact us any way you can. So I'll see you on the next video.